Galushan, welcome to another edition of Shootin' Plink. Today we're going to be firing for the first time the Taurus TX22. And I've not adjusted sights, I've done nothing with this. We're going to start out with the CCI Quiet Semi-Auto Ammo. And that's 870 feet per second, something like that, right around that. And here it is here, we're going to load this right now. And that's what we're going to start with. We're going to go up there, we're going to fire it at one of these round orange stick-on targets that I use to see if I can hit that. And also, you will notice that there's a couple of black spots on either side of it. That was from past shooting. There's another target up underneath it that has been hit. So I just stuck it over the top, and there's also one down below it, but if I zoom you in right, you won't have to be annoyed by that one. So anyway, let's go up there and shoot this and see just what'll happen. I'll grab my ear protection and I'm going to meet you up there. Here you can see it there. We're shooting from the qualification areas. I'm going to put the first round in here and we'll see what this does. Like I said, this is the first time I fired this gun, so I don't know. That's it. 5 rounds. We'll see about where those went. You've seen it. I didn't. Okay, they seem like they're a little bit low, but I have loaded now the regular standard velocity in it. We'll see what that does. It might make a difference. I will say this. The trigger pull is very easy. Okay, let's take a look at that one. Alright, that was it's up a little bit more, but still haven't hit the dead center bullseye. We're going to try the little higher velocity this time, about 12, I think it's about 1260, 70, something like that. And we're going to give that one a try, and this is the Aguila, super extra, so let's see how this works. Okay, looks like I put it somewhere around the center. You've seen it, I didn't, so hang on. Alright, what I've done now, there's 10 rounds loaded. This is the test that I always do with mixed ammo to see what it does. I have got all 3 velocities that we've been shooting, and it has cycled every one of them. But how's it going to do when you bounce from one to the next? I have had some problems sometimes. We'll find out how this gun works. So I've got it ready, let's see what happens. Well, I already had a stovepipe. And that was before we even started. But that was... Now we'll go with the rest of them, see what happens. Now the final one was the Quiet, and so they did have a problem right there at first, and you know what we're going to do? We're going to load that and do it again and just see if that was just a fluke, that we had a bad round of ammo, which we may have, since it was also one of the Quiet rounds. Alright, this time I've loaded them in a different order, so we'll see what's going to happen with it that way. Really don't know. I think I'm starting off with one of the higher velocity ones, and we'll see what happens with it. That's it. Okay, they all fired good that time. So I think what we had was, since it was one of those Quiet ones, we just had one that maybe didn't have as much powder or something. I really don't know. I'm not sure how CCI makes those semi-auto quiet in order for them to cycle. But looks like we're hitting up there pretty good on that. So what we're going to do now is we're going to try some plinking, and I'm going to go back further even. And we're probably going to go back to about 15 yards and see what happens. So let me load this up. We're going to set up some of our plinking targets and see how it works. Well, we've got the do-all knockout targets and also the make it ring bottles, and we'll see what we can do with this. I've got a Gila Super Extra in it, and hopefully it will do all right. Not sure. I'm still not sure about these sights, as you've seen before, and it was kind of flying around. So we'll find out. We'll see what we can do. I think I hit it. Let's see if I can get the bottle. That's it. Well, looks like I missed some, but I think that one I was hitting, it was wobbling. Just not too sure where I hit it. Okay, I've still got 3 up there. I loaded some just standard, CCI standard on there, and see if that makes a difference at all. Well, I hit it again, it didn't go over, did it? That thing just won't go over. That's all there is to it. I've hit it every time because she sits there and wobbles, but sometimes if you don't get those in there right, that's exactly what they'll do. They'll just catch there. What I did is I went over there and I picked up that one that I kept hitting and knocking over. I knew I hit it there because I could see it right here, dead center middle, and for some reason it wouldn't come out. And there's a little point over here where I don't know if the round, it must have come all the way through or it fell out. I don't know what the deal was, but that is where it hit, and it does look like it must have went all the way through. And then this is a self-healing, so by golly, it healed itself. But the reason I know it's that is because that's a fresh one. They have black on them when they're a fresh hit, and evidently it almost looks like there was 2 hits right on that same spot, just wouldn't go over. And I don't know, maybe direct hits in the middle don't help these to go over, but if you get these loaded, and if you put them in upside down like this, they will not come out. They just hold right there, and all you're going to do is just have them wobble a little bit. But we were having that wobble, so I hit it, just didn't go over. But anyway, that was shooting it with 3 different types of ammunition. You did get to see that. We're going to probably be having this back with us. In fact, we're going to have Brandon Rogolo with us at some point, and he'll be giving us a second opinion on that. And he is with Scott County Conservation as a ranger, so he deals a lot with firearms, and he kind of was interested in this one. He hadn't seen it yet, but we'll probably be shooting it. I kind of got a feeling though that the sights need tweaked a little bit. I already did a video, so subscribe. There's a little button right down here, and you can see that one where I talked about how to adjust the sights. And just looking at the paper, I'll just hang on right now. Okay, here's the cardboard where we had the target. A lot of hits right up here in the center area. I don't know which ammunition, but I do think that it might have been the Aguila that did that. You've probably seen better than I did. And I knew I was hitting some up here, and I got a lot of them scattered around here, but this was probably when I was more worried about will it cycle. I really wasn't. All I was doing is aiming at that main thing and just shooting at that point. But there are some direct, I drilled this out here, look at that, in here. So, you know, that's pretty good groupings. And at that, I'd say it doesn't need adjusted. Or is it off? Who knows? It's just one of those things. I'm going to do some more shooting with it. We'll be back with it. Again, as I said, we will be back with Brandon shooting it. But we're also going to be shooting it otherwise, maybe with some different ammunition. Who knows? We're going to be doing something with it. So anyway, that was our first firing. And I mean, this is the first time this gun has ever been fired other than test fired at the factory that I know of. I mean, it shouldn't have been fired. I got it straight out of the factory. It was probably fired through its 1 round or whatever they do. Most companies do 1 round. And it you know, like I said, it's lightweight. On our overview, you got all that as to what I was talking about, the grip, the over. Very good trigger pull. I mean, a very, very light trigger pull. Nothing heavy to it at all. And it's, it really, like I said, shoots good that way. And by doing that, it should be more accurate. And we were able to plink those smaller targets like that, because they're not all that big, as you can see. They're just like that, and about the same size as what we were doing with the paper. And we used the Aguila Super Extra right here, and also the Semi-Quiet Auto, that's a CCI, and the Standard Velocity CCI. Those are the three ammunitions. And I think we're probably going to try, maybe at another point, another video, we'll try some of the Winchester side of things. Because I do have some of the Tactical 22. We got some Browning, which of course is the same company. So we'll try that in. Some Federal, throw that in. And we'll just see what else this thing will do. At that time, maybe we'll even shoot a little bit longer distance, like say 30 yards, because I got a deal set up over here on the 50-yard range that we have for 30 yards for this sort of thing, for longer distance on pistols. And we'll see if that actually makes it. At that time, we will have to use one of those other ammunitions I was talking about. So until next time, shoot safe and have a great day of plinking.